done been off on the side and seen how this man talk crazy to people because he hired goons.
Right.
I done seen it.
Right.
I done been in spots where I'm like, damn, dude, get down like that.
P. Diddy has been on the radar for some time now, for at least a couple years. But now they're really officially dropping the hammer on him. We remember the situation with Cassie, when Cassie finally came out and she started to speak up for herself. And she started to say, basically tell everything that was happening. Her and her girlfriend Red. They was really talking about a lot of explicit stuff that he was doing. Over was like a 7 or 8 year period that she dealt with him. She talked about the abuse, the SA assault, him bringing other men in to force her to actually have, you know what? It was just a whole bunch of stuff. But then it was also the bodyguard. Yeah, I mean, because we see right now with the feds raiding the home, we see right now with him, they calling him the diddler and all the stuff he supposed to have did with Meek Mill and Little Rod. But y'all remember when the bodyguard said this? Check this out.
There comes a time when you're in a situation that may seem like a good situation, but if you're not waking up happy, or if you disgruntled, or you really don't want to be around that person, you find every excuse to get out of there. And I got diabetes. So my excuse was, I can't be with you every day. I can't do this. I can't do that. I'm losing weight. I'm doing that. But in reality, it was, I was sick. I was sick of you. I was sick of everything that was going on around you. I was sick of having to cover up everything that you did. I was sick. Cassie spoke on it. She said, yeah, I jumped on it. I jumped in between it. That wasn't the only time. It was other times. And it was other people.
Then, see, as we go back, y'all remember his Asian girlfriend? The Asian young lady, and what she said about the abuse? Remember she said this?
And on this side, he was on the other side, and he, grabbed my hair and, cussed me out. He took one of my heels and tried to throw it at me, and then he, mushed my face and, really hard and made my nose bleed. We were in his closet, and he, pushed me, and I fell to the ground. So I was, laying on my back, and he stood over me. And he started, punching me like this. He avoided my face, but he, started punching me, on the side of my head. And I was just, covering my face. He, stomped on my stomach really hard. And I, took the wind out of my breath. I couldn't breathe. And he kept hitting me. And I was, pleading to him, can you stop? I can't breathe. And he, stopped for a little bit. He grabbed my hair from the back, punching the back of my head. I just thought he was only being like that because he loved me.
But see, we fast forward up into the raid, and where you have now attorneys that's representing some of the people that was allegedly harmed by P. Diddy. You have them speaking out. They're talking about the raids on his home in Miami and the raids on his home in Los Angeles and all the escapades and exploits he's done. So now Fox 11 and the news is covering everything. And they're saying at some point, charges will be filed against P. Diddy and maybe a lot of his other cohorts that's been with him. Let's check out what Fox 11 was saying.
Tonight, more fallout from Monday's federal raid of homes belonging to Sean Diddy Combs. This is lawsuits filed against Combs are raising more questions about a dark side of the Hollywood music and industry at large. Fox 11's Matthew Seedorf is speaking with well-known attorney Gloria Allred.
She is representing two of Diddy's accusers. He's also hearing from a music insider on what many have called a long-standing problem.
The shocking moments now moving the music industry to center stage. Sean Diddy Combs' homes in L.A. and Miami Monday raided by federal authorities in what sources say is a sex trafficking investigation.
It's not going to stop. There's no reason to think it will, because some of these celebrities are literally out of control.
Fox 11 exclusively one-on-one with high-profile attorney Gloria Allred, now representing two people bringing allegations against Diddy.
They're aware that I represent two alleged victims, and they're aware of the names of the two alleged victims. And that's before his homes were raided this week.
She's worked several massive cases and lawsuits over the years, some public, others not, involving the music industry and Hollywood.
I know where the bodies are buried, so to speak.
Exactly. So what is happening in Hollywood? What's happening in the music industry? And why is this happening?
There's an intersection, in many cases, of celebrity, drugs, guns, manipulation. It's a very dangerous place to be.
There are some people who believe that they are, when they reach a certain level, invincible.
Mark Hawkins, a professor at LA Film School, also known as DJ Clientele, from World Class Wrecking Crew, a group that helped shape hip-hop.
There are certain things that I've seen in the business that would make me turn away, or if I didn't have a strong constitution, would not want to accept.
Many celebrities have no boundaries. They're rich, they're powerful, they're famous. They do whatever they want, whenever they want, however they want, to whomever they want.
Do they get away with it?
I would say many people have gotten away with it.
A highly influential industry recently making headlines for all the wrong reasons. How do we get this to stop moving forward?
My belief is until predators have to pay the consequences themselves, it's not going to stop.
Holding people readily accountable for their actions and making sure that, we don't let up on that.
Reporting in Hollywood, Matthew Seedorf, Fox 11 News.
And then we get to Corey Holcomb. We know that Corey Holcomb, he's been blowing the whistle on the industry for some time. And he's been calling out people like the Diddler and so many others about what goes on in the actual Hollywood scene and the stuff that goes on behind closed doors. He's been calling these people out for years. And a lot of times people have been calling him haters. They say that he goes too far, but he calls them the backdoorian crew. And it gets crazy, but he's starting to be vindicated on all the stuff that he talked about, because he said, listen, I'm not really cool or friends with a lot of these dudes, because these dudes, they play a game, man. So we heard the audio of the situation with Meek Mills, and I don't believe that. I don't know if that's him or not. That could have been any darn thing, but they say that there's leaked audio. They don't have video, but they have leaked audio. So it's just a lot. But Corey Holcomb, who's a comedian and been a Hollywood insider for some time, he's heard all the stories. He knows how these men have used their platforms to actually oppress men and women. So let's check out what Corey Holcomb had to say. Check this out.
Touching on women. I'm talking about all these cats. I ain't talking about no one dude in particular, but we know a lot of guys who put their hands on, like you say, the weak.
Right.
Yeah. Now I'm not saying nobody's innocent in this cold ass world, but I don't like a perv who touches women while I'm around.
Well,
or if I see it and know it.
But,
or stand on it.
Yeah, if you're a dude and you can't get a woman by just your finesse,
man,
by who you are, and you got to take. Come on now.
Look, somebody said he talking about Diddy. Diddy ain't the only perv. Trust me when I tell you, man.
There's a lot of people out there because they got power.
They've been up here.
Money and power.
I done had pervs on my show where I could prove what I'm saying.
Me too.
You get what I'm saying? Pervs everywhere, man.
Stop it. Get some help.
I had the show when I brought the two girls on here, Trina and what's her name?
The comedians. They were so sweet.
Man, I'm telling you, man, y'all out here. Corey Holcomb get the reputation as the bad guy. I'm a man of God.
A man and a woman.
It's dudes out of here who violate you because you are somewhere maybe alone with them, or they feel like they could just pull it off anyway. It ain't just like Diddy is what's popular in the news right now. Everybody know, most people scared to talk about Diddy because we know Diddy pay money to get people hurt. That's a fact.
It's facts. It's facts. It's not facts. These facts is not facts.
Now, who's scared to say that? You ain't gonna hear that all around the internet.
No.
He must be a monster too, because I done seen him flirt with men on shows.
Why are you? You see the one with him flirting with Justin Bieber?
Oh, the poor baby. He was
That
just
nigga
he was just barely
He
coming
was
out.
only like 13.
No.
Did you see him on Drink Champs?
Little baby.
Yeah, that was crazy.
I was like, wait, it's a reason ain't nobody swinging in there. They must know about how he hired goons.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh, they talking about it right now. Now that has hit the way. That's
I saw it
been-
on Drink Champs. I was
Right.
like, yeah, he known for hiring, but I done been off on the side and seen how this man talk crazy to people because he hired goons.
right,
I done seen it.
right.
I done been in spots where I'm like, damn, dude, get down like that.
Not even that deep. How about not even the heavier stuff like that, but like just the reaction on certain things. And he knew a camera was on him.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? Like, how you gonna act up like that on a show? But
Anyway, I want to
it's a
tell
lot.
y'all.
It's a lot. It's a lot out there right now.
Yeah, we could change the subject
Sure.
because that's all over the internet.
Yeah, that's.
If you ask me, that's nothing. I already said more women gonna come forward because that's the hustle in America. Whether he did it or not, more women gonna come forward. They like, oh, he paying that fast?
So we know that this man, Sean Puffy Combs, has had about a 30-year run. And we're now hearing speculation and alleged allegations that Clive Davis of Arista Records is now under fire. And they're looking to question him and come after him because they're saying that he was the ringleader. We're seeing what's going on with Nickelodeon, was the CEO or president, Mr. Snyder. We're seeing all these powerful people start to be brought down. They're starting to be brought down and they're starting to be questioned. So there's a lot of stuff hitting the fan. But P. Diddy had protection. He had people that was looking out for him because he was making millions and billions of dollars worldwide, globally, for a lot of powerful people. But now those powerful people are now on the hot seat and they're pulling their protection from Diddy because somebody has to fall on a sword. Pun intended, because he's fallen on many swords to get to the position that he's in now. And he was put in the position to get put in the position to eventually fall on a sword, if you know what I mean, pun intended. But this is P. Diddy. You know, he had the spotlight, he had the shine, he had a bunch of rappers around him, you know, Shine included. He had a bunch of rappers around him. He had all the women, the cars, the glitz, the glare, the glamour, everything. And he took advantage of a lot of people. And now he's in a position where a lot of people are not going to speak up for him. A lot of people they're just not going to have his back. So there's going to be a lot of things that's true. There's going to be a lot of things that's false. It's going to be a lot of pile on. People are going to come for that money. Anybody that encountered him or that had some form of encounter with him are going to try to get a payday. That's the time that we're in. And he put himself in that position because he did a lot of people wrong. A lot of people wrong. And like I said, a lot of people go to Hollywood. They want to be a part of that crowd. Well, now your idols must fall, and all of that stuff is crumbling. It's crumbling. And if they're going after powerful, men of the dominant society, you know that the brothers ain't got no chance. But I'm gonna cut this video short here. Leave your comments in your comment section. Let me know what you guys think. Hit that like button. Subscribe to Street Media TV. And remember, I love y'all. Till the next time. Peace.